And let me get my notes properly up here. Excuse me a second. You're doing real well with it. So, in several cases, the historical record, Robert E. Lee made it clear he supported slavery. And could you hold a second? I need to get my notes. No, get this.
Yeah, talk for a little bit.
No, I need to get my notes.
Okay, in case you're wondering what's going on, the guy holding a sign up saying pro-slavery, he's not pro-slavery. As a matter of fact, that's Dr. Michael Phillips. He wrote, it should be a movie, but he wrote the book, White Metropolis. It's about the history of Dallas and the history of Dallas, how it involves white supremacy. He's going to be on the radio show, the Police radio show, coming up January 21st. It's the day after Trump gets in. Anyway, let's go back and take a listen.
By Robert Lee, Honorable Andrew Hunter, January 11th, 1865, he's giving us approval of enlisting African Americans. But in that letter, he says this: considering the relation of master and slavery, controlled by inhumane laws and influenced by Christianity, and an enlightened public sentiment as the best that can exist between the white and black races, while intermingled as at present in this country, I would deprecate any such disturbance of that relation unless it be necessary.
I'm gonna walk over here and talk to you guys quietly.
Well, I personally don't think slavery is the best relation.
Check that out. That's honoring General Robert E. Lee. I'll read it for you. It's kind of hard to read. And in recognition of the gift of this statue to the city of Dallas by the Dallas Southern Memorial Association, the Dallas Park Board has provided the location and erection of this base. It was done in 1936 by the WPA and the Parks Board. Let's see who's on there. George Sargent was the mayor. Councilman, let's go with the councilman. You probably know some of the names. George Sprague, Sprague Field. James Cochran. Okay, there we go. P.M. Brinker. Oh, wait a minute. Ain't that Brinker? Brinker Industries? Anyway, let's go back again. Parks Board. Harry Gordon, Vice President. Robert T. Shields. Marvin Wells. All right. So, we're just going to take a walk. And I'm going to go ahead and show you pretty well what we're dealing with. Okay. And this is how we're doing it. What's going on, Kevin Crittenden? Cassie Cash. See, this is what I'm out here doing today. And I'm going to flip it to me.
Because I don't want to interrupt these guys when they're doing their commentary. So what we have right now, again, on the show, Dr. Michael Phillips is going to be on the show next week, January 21st, the day after Trump gets in there. Yeah, say it again. But I'm here today to talk about Confederate memorials all across the city of Dallas. We have Confederate memorials. It's somewhat strange. I suppose in Germany they don't have no memorials to Hitler, right? But we got a memorial to this guy, General Robert E. Lee. The South, if I'm not mistaken, did they not lose the war? How can you have a monument to people who lost? But anyway, that's what we're dealing with in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas has been a hotbed of conservative, reactionary, all the way back to the Civil War, all the way to down. So I just wanted to show you that this statue right here that I just flipped to earlier, that just showed you, the cornerstone does not state the fact that this was dedicated by the President of the United States. Yep. FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, sat right where I'm at, right here, and dedicated this memorial to the Confederacy. Go figure. Only in America could that be, that you'll end up having someone dedicate a memorial to a lost cause of rebellion. This was a rebellion. They said they didn't want to be part of the United States, and they lost. And they have monuments all across the Metroplex. Albert Sidney Johnson, Stonewall Jackson, all of these schools named after Confederate generals, and obviously the cornerstone, the best park in Dallas at that time, the City Park, Robert E. Lee. Learn more about this on the Commish Radio Show on January 21st, and we're going to talk about this. Maybe we need to go ahead and rename this park. It originally wasn't named Lee Park anyway. It wasn't. They changed the name of it. They changed the name of it to Lee Park. Maybe we need to go back old school. Back when America was great. I had to put that in there. I did my part. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and talk back to Dr. Malcolm, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.